And so this now brings us to our final thoughts, starting with Tom.
Yeah, look, similar to what I said earlier on, just absolutely fantastic win. Without going back on reliving some of the match, the only point I'll make, there'd be lots, as there has been lots of griping about budgets and new central contracts and Geordie Barrett and RG Snyman. At the end of the day, getting a win like this and getting a last 16 game at home with potential, let's hopefully the Bath game goes well and possible home quarter final and obviously the semi final, even though it's could be in Dublin, is sort of a neutral thing. Um, but that's massive uh finances back into some of those maybe move to Croke Park. We don't know, depending on the opposition. That option is there. Um, and I think now Leinster have a 26 knockout games or something like that in both competitions over the last in Leo's time. And the Leinster fans tend to turn up for these games, and there's obviously got a good price tickets, and there's premium tickets, and for all the griping about gaps between provinces, if you're continuously getting knockout games, um, the gap will widen. You know what I mean? Munster have to go to Northampton next week, and try and get a win and to try and secure a bumper crowd in Thomond in the last 16, and they all add up. If you're continuously away in these games or away in knockouts, it's finances. And I don't want to be talking about money about on a weekend, but one equals the other. If you're not getting those sort of games, you're not getting your Geordie Barrett's coming to Leinster. You're not, able to get RG or Slimani. There's for all the griping, but that's there's it all adds up. But yeah, look, I just any win in the south of France is fantastic, and Leo Cullen's pool record games now since his first season is just ridiculous. I've probably lost track of it. I know it's something like 53 or 54 and 57 games. It's just ridiculous sort of standard. Um, and it's our 12th win in a row this season. So just keep chugging along. Keep chugging along, and lots to improve. Yeah, line out's still going wrong. Scrum can be a bit iffy, but we're still 12 from 12. So I'll take that, and a good hard aggressive rugby, but smart. Look beyond the simple explanation of, oh wow, that's really really tough going, tough defense. There's a lot of smart stuff going on there, and yeah, delighted with the win.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we were saying in our preview how, like, we had all those wins going into this game, but this was I mean, all due respect to all those teams, but this was the first really big, the really tough one that's going to be from start to finish.
Not
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 easy to
not,
do.
not Limerick, no, not Limerick.
Well, I mean, that helped us prepare for this. You know what I mean? Kino, for your final thoughts.
Yeah, I mean that was a win that came down to composed game management and defense for Leinster. Like there's no other way to put it. But the thing is, you can't have composed game management and defense without the players fronting up, and they absolutely did in that. I'll give you a tail of the tape to prove my point. Top tackler for La Rochelle was Budahunt with 11 tackles. Now, not bad at all. Above him in the Leinster charts were Kelleher had 14 tackles, Gibson Park had 14 tackles, a number of them in Aldreet coming roaring off the back of the scrum. Van der Fleer had 17 tackles, and Doris had 27 tackles.
Jesus.
27. Tommy Bovoice. Honestly, like 27 tackles is insane. And he was everywhere. He was not only with the tackles, but with the rips. He had 12 carries, made 45 meters. The man's unplayable. And he's
Yeah,
just so
elite.
reliable with it as well. Like he is absolutely elite, world class, whatever way you want to put it. He's again still one of the top three back rows in the world again. He doesn't show any signs of slowing down at all, and it's long may it last. Other than that, as well, I thought Prendergast did well. He's still a young fella. He's still learning his trade. He's learned a couple of things from this, and we still came out the winning side of the match. And he made his kicks. He did what needed to be done. Very much job done for him. He's a very impressive young man. I think La Rochelle. I think Raj will be happy with some aspects and very unhappy with some other aspects. Like their handling was sloppy. For the accusations that are being slung against
Yeah,
Leinster in some of the other pods, their handling was sloppy.
yeah.
They made mistakes all over the place. Like they on paper.
Are you suggesting some people are biased against what Leinster do? Nah, not at all.
I mean, on paper, with a 7-1 split, and they've got a number of very sizable forwards, even with the couple of injuries that they're carrying. Lest I add that we're carrying a couple of our own still as well. But in
Mm-hmm.
any ways, um, and the misconversion that was the difference in points
Yep.
in the end. The two off the post, like they had opportunities and they fluffed them. And if you're a going to be a winning team, you need to nail the big match winning moments, and they failed to do so on the day. And I think Raj will be quietly fuming about that.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, we one of the reasons we got Ian Eber, what did he do just before he came to us? Won 3 knockout games in a World Cup by 1 point. And this was exactly the kind of result. And you can, like I said on Blue Sky during the game, his fingerprints were all over this performance, and we got there in the end for sure.
That's it. That was our problem. Not being able to win the big games when it mattered, when it came down to it, the really tough match winning moments. And we had a number of them in that game. And that's what gives me an awful lot of hope for the rest of the season is, yeah, it's great when you win 40 points, running in tries every 3 seconds. It's fantastic and all. But it's the really, really tough, ground out, not perfect matches where you do the things that really matter to get you over the line. That's what'll win you silverware.